here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Atlanta. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, we're ready. Back 25. I got it. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Jones, one of the most gifted wideouts in the league, no doubt. But he's going to have his hands full. He's going to be covered by Xavier Rhodes. That could be a fun one to watch.
Without a doubt, because when you're talking about corners that have to match up best on best, Xavier Rhodes is up for the challenge. And if you throw one of those willowy receivers his way, one of those tall ones, that really goes right into his wheelhouse. He's one of the bigger corners in the league.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. From the gun, here's Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins the thrower. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. A 1st down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. To the air again, it's Cousins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big run there by Freeman. 42 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Alert. Check. Alert 3.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
You got nothing. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Hey, man. Watch the goose. Check. Watch twist. Check. Hey, alert 3. Shift. All right,
He'll get it up the middle. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Rush in.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's going to go down again. Adrian Claiborne able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Third and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Ryan, finding some room at midfield. Stocker's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Complete to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Tuesday. Bravo. Right there. 54 Mike. Exit.
Now Ryan on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Ryan will throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the screen.
Final play of the half. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcons. TD. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Now Cousins. And Diggs has it. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
1st down, here's Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pick. Up there, 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They try again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Third and goal for Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Olabisi Johnson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown. And
the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. He'll have a first down past the 40. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house. Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Throwing, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins now from the 50. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cousins now to throw on first down. It's complete to Diggs. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock. Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He's got a first down and more past the 30 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 30.